assault and batteries, but my trunk stay ever ready. Assault and battery, if you scared, you never ready.
Alright, with SummerSlam around the corner, I think it's fair to say that the way WWE is building this event up to be, it is going to blow WrestleMania out of the water. And it's crazy to think that there is an event that's going to be 2 nights really competing against WrestleMania in that sense, where I think a lot of people are going to compare Night 1 WrestleMania to Night 1 SummerSlam and Night 2 WrestleMania to Night 2 SummerSlam. WrestleMania Night 1, I think we can all say, was a pretty big disappointment. It was, you had a lot of ads, you didn't have a lot of wrestling, you had a lot of wastage time, and I really hope SummerSlam isn't the same way. I feel like there was so much criticism that I feel like WWE had to hear how bad it was, and people watch a wrestling show to see wrestling, and I think SummerSlam this year in a few weeks is really WWE's chance to make up for what a disaster WrestleMania really was. I remember watching it, and it was like, especially when the stats came out after, you heard that you saw like this many minutes of wrestling, this many minutes of ads, this much minutes of like commercial time, and it was like, really, what are you watching? You really just watched a Raw, technically, when it came to like wrestling, because it was only like 2 hours of like actual in-ring time, if that. So I think that's the first thing. I think WWE, if they want to get something good out of SummerSlam, and mind you, the card's going to be great, but I think when it comes to feedback coming out of the show, you have to have wrestling on the show. There has to be something that people can like grasp onto, and not just kind of sitting there and watching like a TV screen and watching ads and watching backstage promos. So I think this is, really a redemption for the WWE to make up for what a disaster WrestleMania was, and I think they're going to do whatever they can, because when you look at the card, they are going full out. They're going with Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, which I feel like was you could have saved that for WrestleMania easily. That could have been easily WrestleMania main event, especially with the history. And I'm sure they'll do it down the line. I feel like these guys, they're just connected to each other. It doesn't matter where they go, who's heel, who's babyface, whatever the story is. As soon as those two go face to face, it just instantly connects. Like, hey, of course they're going to go against each other. And then you have Brock and Oba. It was a lot of people obviously predicted this was going to happen. But the career thing is what threw me off. I really thought it was going to be like Hell in a Cell if Brock wins, and I thought they were going to put the title on Oba. Actually, that was my original thing, where Oba beats Sammy, and then Brock goes into that match as the champion, and then you have Brock Lesnar putting his career on the line to be the champion again against Oba's title, which I thought would have made all the sense in the world. But they have CM Punk coming back, and now he's a WWE champion, so even with that, whatever match he goes into, I'm sure that's going to be Punk's first or second match back from his return from WrestleMania time. So those 3 matches alone, I think, can sell the crowd easy. And then you still have Rhea Ripley, you still have Liv Morgan, you have the Usos, you have LA Knight. And I think there's a lot of guys who are of that main event caliber who still haven't really been slotted in there yet. Cody Rhodes, Gunther, I'm sure those guys, they're all going to be in the CM Punk WWE title mix. Kevin Owens, maybe a comeback soon. I think there's so much. Randy Orton. I feel like you're going to see a WrestleMania. I think this has the hype of a WrestleMania going into it, just with the card alone. Minneapolis, I think, is the only thing that really deters, I think, people away from going to the show itself. I know for me, that was the case. And also, since the Royal Rumble is in the States this year, I feel like that's another thing. I think a lot of people are really planning financially, like, okay, if I miss SummerSlam, maybe Rumble will be somewhere good. Maybe I'll go there, or maybe New Orleans, for wherever. So with SummerSlam being around the corner, I think all eyes are on them, and they promote it as their second biggest show of the year. And with it being 2 nights, it probably will be. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing like how far they really go, how many celebrities are going to show up. I think that's another thing that these 2-night shows kind of bring on, is a lot of celebrity involvement. And from them learning, their mistakes at WrestleMania, hopefully it's not too much where it's just an overkill and you kind of be disappointed at the end of the day. So to me, SummerSlam being a redemption for WrestleMania, just do good. Just make us care about the show. No, don't just throw a bunch of matches together. Don't just say like, oh, it'll sell itself, because people won't buy tickets, just like WrestleMania. It was very hard. The very low attendance. Looking back, in reality, you had 55,000, 56,000 compared to like 70,000 or whatever it was at another time. So different times now. So I feel like now people are really, they want something good to invest their money and their time in. So now it's up to WWE. The cards are in their hands, and I think they are going to play it smart, because I think they know that it's like they can't just put out garbage product because they're going to get nothing in return. So let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys in the next video.